Hi there, welcome back to another quick and easy watercolor painting. And today we're going to be doing a quick sort of loose landscape painting. I have my 140-pound watercolor paper taped down to a board, and I got this top 1/3 wet, and I sort of have a hill coming down here and going back up here. I'm going to take this brush. I'm not going to add any more water to it. I'm going to pick up this. This is Payne's gray right out of the tube. Okay, so I'm going to load this brush. This is a 3/4 inch flat brush, and I'm going to touch this right along where I want this hill to be. And you can see I'm not really I'm not stroking it, not putting in a brush stroke. I'm tapping the brush onto the page where I want the paint to come off. Okay, see I have that little bit of a bleed going on up there. I don't really want that, so I'm going to touch this with my tissue. Just going to extract some of that right out of there. You know, maybe you want that to stay in there. I don't. I want that to, you know, just bleed off to, you know, that's kind of a cool little bleed that's going there. So I might leave that, but you can see where this Payne's gray, the black has already started to split out of the blue in a couple of places. And I'm going to allude to, so this is the same Payne's gray. I haven't picked up any more paint. And I'm just going to tap that a little bit. So this area down here was all dry, right? Just going to do that a couple of times. I'm going to try to, you know, put a minimal amount of paint on here. Look at how that blue is starting to split out of there. That's turned out very cool. We're just going to let that do its own thing for right now. I'm going to pick up a number 4 round brush, and I'm going to pick up some of this sienna right here. Okay, so just a little bit of water on there, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this pigment right here and mix this up really well. And I'm just going to drop this into a couple of places along here. One of the things about painting like this is you really need to keep a lot of white space. Look at it, as soon as I touch that into there, how that all pushed that up into there. Very cool. And I'm going to put some more of that in there. And some more. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to put some brown, some of the sienna along there. Some of it in here. And you can see I'm making like a jaggedy kind of a line, right? Okay, so right now I want to get this to bleed down in this direction. So I have a wet brush. It's very wet. And I'm going to put this right along this edge and get some of this to come down in this direction. See that? I'm going to wet it again. I'm going to get some of this to come down in this direction. Okay, like that. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. Look how that's all blade up into there. That's very cool. I'm going to pick up some of this, which is like a deep brown. I'm going to put this into some of these areas. So I'm really only going to use just these very few colors. And let this bleed to wherever it is it's going to go to. Look at how that's all going up into there. That's very cool. Trying to keep this sort of under 5 minutes for you. And yeah, so some of that's turned out really well. I'm going to take my sharpened number 1 watercolor brush, and I'm going to draw some trees and things into here. I'm going to let this bleed off to wherever it's going to bleed off to. I think that's far enough, so I'm going to tip this up now to get some of this water to come back down here. And I have a little paint container that I'm going to stick underneath there. So now all that water should start running back down this way. And again, I'm going to make some brush, some trees or whatnot in here. You know, this is your little world that you're creating, so it can be anything that you want it to be. I'm going to put some of those. And when you get a inspiration to, you know, pull something across like that, you know, however it might be, just do it. Yeah, just do. You know, the thing about painting like this is your world that you're creating. Just have fun with it. But you can see how this has already started to make this, like that's almost like a little fence line coming along here. Very cool. Okay, let's let this dry and see what we get. All right, so that took about, well, it took over an hour for that to dry. But look at the cool stuff that's going on in here with like that, you know, little tree thing back here. Like I didn't make any of that. And like all this very hazy, misty trees off in the background. Like I didn't, you know, like I didn't try to make any of that. It just all appeared. Very cool. This is another one that I could definitely sign. If you're currently a subscriber, thank you very much. And if you're not currently a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. If you got a question or a comment, leave it in the comments section. I hope all your paintings turn out, and have a great day. I'm going to sign this actually right here. Just put RB on there. I think it turned out pretty cool. This little fence thing that's going on in the background here. Like that just randomly scratched in there, so. Yeah, have some fun with it. Thanks a lot for watching.